I really like the game, and I like how far we got. This was two stupid ideas colliding, and just like, okay, let's do something.
Hi, I'm Anders, and today we are going to look into the game together with my brother. Say hi.
Hello.
This is Thomas. He has been mainly a part of doing the GitHub and also generating some of the images and some of the music. And today,
Descriptions and
and
stuff like that.
descriptions. Well, yeah, he's done a lot of the work you can find on the GitHub. I barely touched it. I just did a lot of commits there. And yeah, he has some images he's generated, and then I am going to show him what the game looks like now since the last YouTube video we did. He has not seen it. I'm sure
Nope.
he has maybe sneaked some views at the commits I did.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. So he might have a general idea of what I've done since the last time, but he has not seen it. And also, I have a pretty big commit coming up that I have not done because I knew
Ooh.
he was gonna probably sneak a peek there. So yeah, I think we're gonna jump right into it. Do you want to
Let's do
start,
it.
Thomas, or should I?
I can start. Just yeah, I'm Thomas, and I'm the brother. And yeah, we made this idea of we wanted to do a game. I've been talking about a game for a long time. You have been talking about a game for a long time. I was like, maybe we can combine them, and this is it. And so Anders has been doing all the coding and cleaning of all the stuff and ideas I have had. I've been done a lot of the item naming and descriptions and what they should do and stuff like that. But before Anders even did the coding, so many of them have to be changed and stuff like that. Um, but Anders was needing some more icons for his game. So the first of them is a block icon. Um, and this is
Oh
what
yeah.
I came up with. So it's while in game, right? You can say that in a little indicator on top of each character.
Yeah, I think it could work there, and then also on the stats page, it's probably
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
the icon for that too.
So what I do when I do these icons, I'm not an artist at all. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to prompt ChatGPT to make me an icon, and it comes up with a lot of different styles and ideas, and we work together to find something that works, and then I get some art, and I will adjust it in Photoshop afterwards.
Hmm.
So this is my idea for the blog icon.
Looks cool.
I'm trying to keep this cartoonish style art we have been doing all along,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
where it's bricks and a shield and all these colors.
Very colorful.
Uh, yeah,
I
exactly.
like
It's
it.
very colorful.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that
Very
part of it.
saturated. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the blog icon. I have another idea for a blog icon where we removed. I've been removing the ball. I was not sure if this was too much, uh,
Hmm.
but yeah, you can decide. Maybe this is it's just too
Well,
big because you have
yeah.
all this white space, maybe. So that
I,
therefore
th-
this is better.
I think this is better, but I think the other one can maybe be used for abilities or something in the end, like so
Yeah.
it's like a an active or something.
So the cannonball. This is for firing from the towers.
Yeah.
It's a little again cartoonish.
Okay.
This is fun
Oh, it's
style.
directional. How dare you?
Oh,
How dare you?
I'm not doing the coding. I'm just making fun icons.
How dare you make it directional? The current one is just a round circle. It doesn't matter.
If this is too hard for you, I can do it round and just remove the fire and the tip down here and just make it round. I can do that.
Okay, now
If
I
this,
think it's okay. I'll
if
try and then we can see from there. But I
okay,
think it's okay.
okay.
I've done directional projectiles before, so I don't think it's gonna be a problem. But there's a little bit around, like it will have to get the different axes, and then
Yeah,
I should be able to code it. I did it like half a year ago when I just started, so
I just think
uh,
it's very cute.
It is very
It's
good.
almost like you want to be hit by this.
But then again, no. All right.
And then we have the crit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Yeah.
It was hard for me to do a crit because I was like, what
Yeah.
does that even mean? So I was like, I was going cartoonist with kapam and
I
stuff
like
like
the
that.
little fart bubble coming out of the bottom of it.
Actually, there was something else on it before, but I found it very cute and funny and
I like
stupid,
the
so I
fart
kept it.
bubble. Yeah, I like the fart
I
bubble.
had removed it at one point, and I was like, no, it's pretty funny.
Yeah. It's a little gem. It's gonna be
Yeah,
very small,
exactly.
so people that watch this will know, but might not be
Yeah,
easy to tell in game.
yeah,
All right,
exactly.
very
If
cool.
you know, you know. One
If
of the
you know, you
hardcore.
know.
Yeah. Okay, then we have the slow icon. I really like this one.
All right. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, that's
So it's
cool.
like a snail on ice.
It's gonna be very small, so I hope it's going to be visible, cause
Yeah,
it's
else we must just, and I'm gonna make something else, maybe.
okay. It's
But
very cool though. I like this one.
yeah.
I really like all the colors going on.
Yeah, and stun.
Mm-hmm.
I like this
Oh,
one.
okay. I think it could be cool maybe if you cut off the body, because again it's going to be
Yeah,
not that big,
so maybe as an
just the
icon,
head.
uh,
Yeah.
and then for in-game only this.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, we can
Something
do
like
that.
that. Because
Yeah,
it's going to be more square and it's just gonna work better as an icon. But
yeah.
yeah, this is very cool too. Mm-hmm.
Then I haven't done cursors yet, but this is what I get
Oh,
when I
cursors, yeah.
ask ChatGPTs. So I get all these kind of.
Oh,
I'm going mostly for the hand. I actually like this one. I think it's funny, and it can be actually. I have to angle it just like a cursor.
okay.
Or else the gun I liked. Or the hand with the bandages.
Okay, yeah, I think I
But
like the hand bandages the most.
yeah, this one, yeah.
But we might want different cursors.
Yeah.
So if you're hovering over a button, it becomes something else, or when you're inside the map, it becomes something else.
Oh, yeah, that could be.
So it's kind of interactive. It's kind of easy to implement in Godot, so that should be a
That would be
possibility.
fun, and maybe when you are over an enemy or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. But you can see sometimes they do some stupid things like, "What is this? What is this? What is this?"
It's a fake finger. You know those
You know that
magic
extra
trick?
finger you have under your finger.
It's one of those magic trick where like you can take off your finger and then oh, it's still there.
I was like, yeah. So this is what you sometimes get when you ask ChatGPT to do something.
Okay, yeah.
So there's a lot of prompting when you're trying to do this,
Okay.
and afterwards a lot of cleaning.
Okay, you might want to save the rubber dog. I actually do like the rubber dog.
Yeah,
maybe not
I
for
like the rubber
cursor,
dog as well.
but for something else perhaps. It
Yeah.
could be for the currency rubber dogs. Cause
I also like this one. I don't know what it is, but
oh yeah,
but I
actually,
really
that's
like
cool.
it. I like the
Yeah.
icon.
It's cool, yeah.
I'm not sure for what, but I like it.
I'll show you what I've done since the last video I made.
Go on.
So it starts off with welcome, and you can now it guides you that you have to press enter. You can press the button. You can choose your nickname. We'll call this one Thomas in honor of you. And yeah, then we can go.
Hey,
It says go get some heroes. Click on the duck to get the first hero. If you click it, it squeaks and shakes a little bit.
Ah, they're nice. That's
And you kind of have to click it quite a bit. And then it will blow up and you'll get a hero.
Hey, I like that one.
So we got Egon and Lucy. And it then tells you to go to
Okay.
your battle setup. This right here is temporary because this will go into the shop. But since there's no shop right now, in order to get more rubber duckies, you currently just buy it when you open rubber ducky tab.
Okay.
Alright, so
Okay, yeah, so you need to close that afterwards. Yeah, okay.
yeah. But battle setup, you can now set up the heroes, and they do have a little description when you hover over them.
Nice.
And I also fixed that now if you choose the same hero, they actually switch around, so that
nice
works. And when you have
Let's
selected,
go.
it's let's go. and then the game actually starts. And the first thing you might notice is we have achievements now.
Hey!
It has been included, and you complete an achievement that is complete the tutorial. And with that, you can then get the reward, gain our hero rubber ducky. You click it, it does a little whack sound. It says it's completed, and you can close it. And the settings page, you can turn down the music a little bit because I think it's a little bit loud. Let's actually turn out everything a little bit because I think we showed the sound settings last time.
Yeah.
So don't need to do that too much. And then of course we get another hero we can open up. We got Todd.
Hey, Todd.
Yes. All right. Let me think. I have introduced a lot of new things, mechanics. There's miscellaneous, like the healing now heals a percentage of the hero's XP instead of a flat 100. And that's done because at some point your heroes are going to be really high level. They're going to have like 5,000 HP. And if they heal 100 every time, it takes a long time. But now
Makes sense.
10% is like 10 spawn waves, and then that is good. So for achievements, basically we just have a lot of different achievements, and they all give stats. If you
We talked a lot about those our last meeting. How to do that.
Exactly. So currently they all divide into 4 times you can complete them, and some will give you increased loot, some will give you increased experience, and some extra rubber duckies, and even some will give your heroes extra damage. So this one you have to defeat a specific, like a hero, and that will increase your hero's stats.
Yeah, that's nice.
This is, I think this can get adjusted later on, but for now it's pretty okay. Another big mechanic we introduced is stages. You can see down here we have stage 1. Every time you win, you go up a stage, which increases the stats of the enemies. So they get stronger, of course, the further you go, but so does your hero as you level up. And the battle log has been moved to down here, so you can see the last 2 actions, and you can actually scroll through what has happened. I also made it so you can actually now see the CS, so how many creep kills the different heroes has.
Nice.
And I did this early on. We don't have any achievements yet, but later on I'm sure that there will be some achievements regarding creep kills and such from different heroes. So already now we are tracking it.
That's a good idea.
And I think we are about to win here. But if you lose, you of course go down a stage, and every stage you climb, you get bonus stats. So you get increased loot, you get increased rubber ducks gained, and you get increased experience by 1% each stage. And if you go into the newly made profile page, it will say the nickname you chose and all of the different multipliers. So currently we get 3% increased rubber ducks, 3% experience, and nothing to our heroes. You can also go into hero specific and then look at their stats currently. And you can see some of them in lock. Those are the ones we haven't gotten yet. And if you go into hero page, it looks like this.
Oh, nice. I like that.
You can still click on them, read about them if you want to. Moving on. This I actually need an icon for. Yeah, I think I asked for this icon, but whatever. I needed this is for the event list. Before it had a tab, but I thought this was better. This is when you win or lose. It's going to show here. I'm sure we'll win or lose soon. I'll show this section a bit later. There we go. We won. So now you can see it shows the different heroes that was in the match. How many kills, deaths, everything basically.
Nice.
And the items. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good now. It's a little bit more filled before it just showed the heroes. And achievement, it now says we completed our first win. So we can get more experience. And it now shows the next one. You need 100 wins, and in the profile you can see it has now multiplied our experience. So nice. That's good. And for the inventory, I did not much in here actually. I think it was sorted before, but equipment was not sorted before. It is now. Not that I have much equipment to show, but it is. It now does get sorted. I did a lot with the crafting because it was actually not working properly. I was like, why is this not working as intended? And then when I saw the code, I was like, now I remember. I did not know how to. I didn't know how to do it. So, and then I now like maybe like 3 months later, I knew exactly how to do it. So it was kind of good for me
Oh,
back then to just do like a half-assed solution, and then now I could fix it.
yeah, makes
Um,
sense.
Another thing I did is it's now sorted into the rarities. So before they were just all jumbled up. Now it's like common to uncommon to epic to rare, or to rare to epic to legendary.
The coloring as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I did a little bit of adjustments of the different items. So the ones that are a bit cheaper in the beginning, we'll still have to do some small adjustments here, but yeah.
Yeah.
And then the whole color scheme, I actually picked up a color palette. So they
nice, I
all
like
kind
it.
of fitted together. In general, the white has become this white. It's not completely white; it's a little bit off.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
So it's a little bit less jarring. I like this one.
Yeah.
Then we did the credits page, which right now is not much, but guys, contribute. You'll be here. So it's just quickly coding. It's just me. For design, there's been me and Thomas and OpenAI, which has helped with, of course, with generating the different icons and heroes and basically a lot of the art.
Yeah.
What I have done mostly is take what they created and made sure, like for the little circles, like hero icons, just trim those down and such.
Yeah.
And then audio, I found a lot of the sound effects on. I use Pixabay. I think it's a really
Nice.
good website. And then Thomas has done some with OpenAI. Yeah, and then just a little QR code so you can scan it, get it to a GitHub page, and read more.
Awesome.
Yes, and in general, small little thing, we added exit buttons to like everywhere.
I like the shaking the window when a tower is dying.
Yeah, I added that. I thought that was pretty cool. It took me a little bit, but now it's coded very nicely. So anything that does need shake, it takes like 2 lines of code next to what needs to cause it, and then you can cause it from any script anywhere. Now, for the thing that has taken me the longest. Oh, I worked on the battle manager. Now,
Yeah.
when you, let's say this hero, you select them, they get a little outline that they have been selected.
Yeah.
And you can, of course, still tell them to go back to the Nexus. But we also have a little bit of manual control things, so you can actually tell her to go here. And she will go where you tell her. And this line tells like how long between her getting a command and finishing it till she go back to normal state. So just go to 0.
Going to auto.
Yeah, so now she goes back instantly, but you can also take it to infinite. So now she will never go back until you do something. And you can also tell her to attack someone. And she's now very determined that this guy must die. Even though the tower is attacking her and everything.
Oh, okay.
So, that works. And I also made a manual override, so I gave him a command, but if I press this button, he just goes back to automatic.
Yeah.
There's still a few bugs, but I'm very happy with how it is right now.
That's nice.
It took a really long time, but it is working. The
She's
time
not
runs...
that strong. She keeps not winning over that tower.
Yeah, there needs to be a little bit of adjustment. Currently, the first few waves is a bit too hard. In general, I think the stage system needs to mathematically make sense. Currently, it's just stage times a multiplier. With you probably want it to be more exponential than linear. But yeah, I just currently work with getting a lot of features into the game, and then it can get polished later.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Right. What do you think?
Yeah, I was like, is it time for me to criticize? Yeah, that's be the critics as well. Criticizing Thomas.
Criticizing Thomas, yes, perfect.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll write it in the notes.
Yeah. First of all, I like it. I really like it. Especially the tutorial, as you said, you need to close the open doggy thingy behind it when you're doing. So I would also think it would be nice then you get your hero, you get a little, hey, you got this, and then you can click open next instead of it doing it yourself.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
It was like, oh, it just disappeared.
Okay.
But that was very nice. If you go to the crafting page, yeah, I really like the recipes, but it should be a little bit bigger. Maybe it's just screen sharing, but the text could be a little bit bigger. And I like the results. You should not hover before you see a stat. There's plenty of room to write it
Here.
side
Okay.
by side. Yeah, there's plenty of room to
Okay.
just write what it is. It's
That's
too
good.
slow that you have to click it and then
Yeah, it's true. Yes,
hover
that's
it
yeah, that's
afterwards.
nice. Yeah.
A new close icon I will make for you because that one sucks.
This was actually back when I made another game. I bought a package, like a PNG package.
It's a nice pixel close button, but for this game where you have no pixel art, it makes no sense. So I will
Yeah.
make a new. I will write that down.
Maybe also a different this panel thing.
Yeah,
Is this from the same
actually, I think
place?
it's okay for now.
It's okay.
I don't hate it.
No.
I really like that you changed not to do in plain white
Yeah.
coloring, but in I don't know what it is in English, but in Danish it's knækket hvid, and I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I found a palette I really liked that
Yeah.
used this white.
That's very, very good. Then I think it was in inventory, maybe. No, that one was fine. This one is very good now. I like it. I really like this one. Yeah, a new icon for that as well. Was it achievements? I really like the achievements as well, I think. Yeah, this one is good as well. Battle setup. Oh,
Yeah.
This is very good as well.
I was planning on
maybe a name, or something like that.
In here, I was planning on actually removing the map, and then there will be settings, so you will be able to say that you'll be able to adjust when the hero goes back to heal. So you can say do it at 10%, 15%, 0%.
Yeah, that would be so nice. Yeah, that is more battle setup. Yeah, I like that one.
A lot of the automatic AI stuff, all those variables, will be able to change in here. So you can actually customize. So you can select
then you can actually
hero.
say top lane on one half of the screen and bottom lane on the other part, and you could actually have it downwards.
Either that, or you select the hero and you just get the full customization for that hero, and then you could even choose that both hero just goes top lane if that's what you want from the start. Like there'll be a lot of customization, so you can set up exactly like you want yourself.
Yeah, I like that. And of course, more heroes. Now we have the rubber ducking opening art. We need more heroes.
Yeah, and I need to create rubber ducks for loot, which brings me on to some more of the features I want to add. But yeah, let's finish with you, and then we can talk
see
about
the profile page one more time. Just
it is not the best.
No, there's some things that can be done here, but it's fine for now. I think the stage could be here as well, stuff like that. But
maybe high stage or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I really like it. For everyone out there, this is how we normally do. Anders has been doing a lot of stuff, making a video, and then he calls me, and we have these kind of meetings. And I criticize, and he remakes it.
Yeah.
And if people out there have ideas for heroes or villains, how they should look, or their appearance, or maybe some lore, you have an idea of this weird old lady or something like that, just remember the cartoon style, and we're trying to make them look a little bit like kids, but not. But good ideas to types of heroes would be nice and very helpful.
Oh yeah, there's one more thing I did implement that's not very easy to see here. There has been implemented offline rewards. So every 5 minutes you spend offline, it bases off your last game, the amount of loot you got there, and then you basically get 20% of that. So yeah, for every
So
5 minutes.
So don't quit if you lost.
Yeah, no. Try and win, get a lot of stats, and then quit.
Wait for a good win and then close the game.
I think later on it's going to be an average based on your last 5 games, but right now it's just the last one.
Yeah.
Just because I wanted to implement offline rewards.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
And then I did a little bit for the AI. Now, if sometimes the hero goes into the tower range before the minion, and before basically the hero would just, if long as it has a minion with it, it would stay in. But you can see just here, she actually fell back because the tower attacked her. This is a new thing. She she finds out which is the fastest way out of tower range. They go out and then they go back in to de-aggro the tower. And then I also implement the detection range. This was implemented because we kind of want the heroes to not go all the way to the minions and then choose their target. So what they do now is they basically have detection range and an attack range. So they can choose the priority targets based on the detection range is a bit longer. And then as soon as they're in range of their priority target, they will not keep moving. So they will actually, you see there's a lot of distance here. Before they would just stand on top of the minion. Now they actually uses their range properly. So range matters now. You see this hero also has longer range than, for example, Aegon does.
Yeah. Aegon is the MVP at the moment.
He is really strong. His ability is slightly overpowered. There's definitely some tricking that needs to happen to everything.
But I really like that they don't stand right on top of the minions anymore, because that looked kind of odd and you couldn't see the icons, and it's much better. Much better.
So yeah, those two, and that basically also means that range is now also a factor that will need to be showed on the hero pages and such. This is also where the icons for dodge, block, and crit will be shown. I am thinking maybe
the text is not good.
I was thinking
it's hard to read.
The law might be a button that you need to hover in order to read the law or something like that, because it's a little bit much here.
Yeah.
And then moving on, for the tutorial, I do want to implement Battle Manager and explanation for Battle Manager. So what I was thinking is we have the same tutorial now, and then Battle Manager is still hidden for the first game. And then after that game, then the tutorial comes back and the Battle Manager comes out, and then it will explain what this is.
Maybe the first battle...
First battle without it, basically.
Yeah, but maybe the first battle, the 2 towers are missing, and the Nexus has half life, so it doesn't take so long before you get the next part of the tutorial.
Yeah, I think in general we want to make the stages in the beginning a bit shorter, and then also that you can craft some items a little bit quicker. Maybe not very good items, but just so you can actually try to craft something and put it on.
Again, maybe the first battle gives you higher rewards, so you get your first items or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe you have enough items for something. Maybe a new rubber duck you get after the first win, and you get items for crafting or something like that.
Yeah. All right, and
you can make more stages on the achievement than crafting tutorial, battle tutorial, setup tutorial. And you have your 4 doggies again.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Maybe, then there will be in the achievement then different stages. Tutorial, stage 1, 2. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that could work.
So now you have you the first one was battle setup tutorial. That was the first one. Then aftermath tutorial, and then crafting tutorial.
Yeah. Okay. That was actually everything I've done. I've had a lot of... I actually had Martin playtest where I looked over his shoulder, and one thing he would like was to be able to select multiple heroes and then controlling multiple heroes at the same time. Yeah. I also wanted it to be able to toggle the abilities so they're not automatic, so you can set them that you can choose to use them yourself.
Yeah.
I thought would be a pretty cool addition.
That would be really nice.
Another thing when we implement the shop was actually I thought that loot items, you can get so many various ones that some will become obsolete at some point. For example, bent fork might not be used in the recipes you want to make, so you're going to have thousands and thousands of them. So I thought maybe we will do something where you can salvage the different items.
Could be nice.
And spend, maybe you get some sort of token, a craftable or salvaged item token, and then you can...
or else the selfish can be used in the shop to buy loot crates.
Yeah, but loot crates
is... Open toolboxes or have open doggy and open toolboxes.
But loot boxes are just gonna give you more of the loot you might not need. So I was thinking to have like a kind of like an incremental game sort of system where you could spend it on very tiny rewards that will unlock for like all your heroes. So like all your heroes gain 2 more movement speed, and then you can just, and then it scales up, so it becomes way more expensive as you go on, but then there will be attack speed. And stats you don't normally are able to increase, so like, right now you cannot increase dodge chance, block chance, other than from items. They will not increase with levels. So maybe in here you can 20 times upgrade the attack speed, and then together with the items, then you can start creating your own little build with what you want.
Makes sense.
But that's the thoughts I've had. I have a really, really long list of things I want to do now. And once I do finish it, I think we will put the game out for playtesting, actually.
Ooh.
Which will be the next step, and then get some feedback from the community, see what they think. And hopefully help a little bit with the balancing. Because it does require a lot of playing around and fiddling with numbers. So, yeah.
Yeah, we need login with the GitHub and then have an achievement where you actually contribute.
Oh yeah, that should be possible once we connect it to the net server.
Yeah, exactly. So getting something, some nice achievements when you have added a new hero or added some code. That could be nice. Get into the credits.
Yeah. I like that. Okay. Let's see. All right. I think we are done, Thomas.
That's cool.
Anything you wanna say finishing up?
No, not really. But when I really like the game and I like how far we got. This was 2 stupid ideas.
Yeah.
Colliding and just like, okay, let's do something. I didn't have time to start coding, but I had time to talk to you and have ideas, and sometimes sit and have a debate with ChatGPT to find out goofy stuff like the achievement names and item names and heroes and the lore and stuff like that. And you have been learning a lot of coding as your goal. So I really like how far we got with this, even though we haven't been sitting together. So
I don't know.
I'm proud of this stupid little game.
Well, me too. I've been coding for what now, like 8 months, and this specific game maybe half a year-ish, maybe a bit less.
Yeah.
It is probably gonna be a video about half a year of progress. And I like, one thing that was a big struggle with making a MOBA for me was there's actually not many people who have made a MOBA in Godot, and the people who have done no AI, none at all. Not all they focused on is controlling the player, and that's it. So all of the different AI for the minions, for the heroes, is basically stuff I've had to just come up with and figure out. So I'm very happy that I somehow succeeded in that regard.
It's also a little odd of idea because you know MOBA managers, but other MOBA managers are like, oh, you're managing a team that plays MOBA, just like Football Manager and Formula 1 manager and stuff like that. But this is, you are managing the characters, not a team. You actually manage the battlefield. So it's the game doesn't exist as far as I know.
Don't think so. Way. No, I don't think so. Not in the same way, and it's definitely not with where we are going. It's going to be more idle than active.
Yeah, exactly. So I like I like the how, and I like the surroundings. It's not taking itself too serious,
Mm-hmm.
and still it actually works. And I think it could be a fun game as soon as the achievements really work, and we can get some high scoring and stuff like that, so people can actually compete against each other with having most loot, having high stages and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And we have a lot of idea for the heroes, how to level those up and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So yeah,
Prestige coming soon, boys.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that would be so awesome. And equipping items and all these kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe have more skills for them. You actually
Yeah.
gain a new skill when you upgrade the hero and you have to select which one, or maybe you actually can choose different ones and you have more. Yeah,
Yeah, the skill system, I'm very happy to announce, has been built to scale, so they can
yeah,
actually have a ton of
exactly.
skills, and also the enemy heroes are also programmed so you can add skills to them, and yeah, I can switch them around as
Yeah.
much as I want and add new
And a lot of
ones.
the ideas and law talk and stuff like that, I already started some discussions over at GitHub. And if people really like to help in a way that they only comment stuff, you don't have to be coding or sending our design or something. Just have ideas, comments to what the ideas I have had
Mm-hmm.
would be a big help. So please go to the GitHub page and look at the discussions I have started over there. That'd be nice to have some feedback on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. I haven't really joined the discussions because normally we just talked about them.
Yeah, of course, and you've
So
been coding, and you also have to see it in the eye that a lot of the things I started as discussions and the achievements and stuff like that, I did all that before Anders even was started coding. So a lot of
yeah,
it is like, oh, that doesn't make sense for this game. How did you even write this? But it was before. We were
yeah.
just brainstorming. A lot of this
I
is brainstorming.
Everything is
Uh,
dated, so you can kind of see when different things was added, and a lot of
yeah,
it
but
was in the beginning.
the ideas and what we want with it
Hmm.
haven't changed.
No, the
But
core is still the same.
yeah, so you the numbers, don't look at the numbers, look at text. So it's like say getting crit chance 50%. Don't look at that
Yeah,
part.
yeah,
Read
yeah,
it as X%.
yeah. Definitely.
Yeah,
I think I had to adjust some numbers because you could
yeah,
pretty
exactly.
easily get like over 100% crit and such.
Yeah,
And it was like, okay, yeah.
it was
And
just writing numbers just
hmm
to get something out and have some. I have
yeah,
been mainly focusing on having fun names, having some goofy lore,
and icons,
uh,
you see, it's very fun
icon.
style.
Yeah, it should be playful, and
Hmm.
I would love that people actually wanted to go and read the lore. I also have this idea of making that you get through the stages, you actually get a new story every time you
Hmm.
get to a new stage and stuff like that. It's called
Notebooks or something?
ranking
No,
in the
journal?
old one, right?
Oh, is it not
On
journals?
GitHub, I think it's ranked. It
Oh,
based on, but now it's
okay.
probably going to be stages. But
Hmm.
you
Yeah.
actually get a little lore of what is this game even. So yeah,
Yeah, and probably will be some achievements behind that too. So
yeah, exactly.
I've
Getting
set
some
up.
hitting notes I has also been working on.
Yeah.
That you can
So
actually, whoa, you get a very rare item where it was a hidden note from one of the characters writing a notebook or something like that.
yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming.
Yeah,
Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe and join the dialogue and do all the things. And I think we'll see you in the next video. Take
boy.
care.